Welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. It's actually Tuesday because last night Zoom quit in the middle of saving my Facebook Live. So I'm doing another card today. So at the end, you'll see that that's a good thing, because then that means one more person's going to get something. All right. So I had a fabulous weekend. We were in Arlington, Texas for Stampin' Up! Meetings. First time that everyone was invited to be at a live event since before COVID. And it was just so great to be together with everyone. So I'm going to flip the camera around. All right. There we go. So we were in Arlington, and one of the gals got a swap card, and Laurie and I just loved it and decided we need to figure out how to make it. And so when I couldn't decide what to do this week, I decided that I would do that card. So here is what we're going to make. It's a center step card, but it's off to the side. So it gives it just a little bit different look. And then it opens like that. So this is the one I made on my Facebook Live last night. But I decided, we'll try a different color. All of you that know me well are not surprised to see purple. I'm going to be very brave and use pink today for those of you that love pink. So my card base is 5.5 by 8.5. And I am going to score it with my score at 3 1/4, 6.5, and 7.5. Then I have a piece that is 3.5 by 8.5, and it gets scored right in the middle. So 4 1/4, just like that. And that's all my scoring. What to say we had a phenomenal time is downplaying how amazing it was for everybody to be together. We had the opportunity to celebrate some of our successes over the last couple years. Okay, so the 3.5 fold goes in. Well, yeah, in. And we're going to flip it over. We're going to go up with the 6.5 and down with the 7.5. Okay. So I got to celebrate my 200,000 in sales, which most of you already know that because I talked about it on Facebook and YouTube. And then also my 20 years with Stampin' Up!, which was really fun to celebrate. All right. So this is my 3.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So this is the basic part of your card. It's going to look like this. Okay. But now we're going to add to it. All right. So I have a piece of designer series paper that's 3 by 3 3/4. The mat for it, I just wanted a small mat. So I did 3 1/8 by 3 7/8. So that's going to fit right like that. Then I have a piece of the designer series paper that's 3 by 5 1/4. And then we have white that's 3 by 5 1/4, the exact same size. And then I have a little tiny strip that's 1/2 inch by 3. And then I did not measure for the greeting because I figure everybody's going to put their own greetings on there. So because I had such an amazing time with friends, I decided I would use a friend saying. So it says, "So lucky to call you friend." And it is from the Frame Florets saying, I really like this. I also have one that says, "Just a little reminder that you are loved. Wishing you a beautiful birthday." And I used that one last week. Thank you with all my heart. This set goes with some designer series paper that I showed you last week and some dies that just became available. I guess they became available while I was in Puerto Rico, or not Puerto Rico, Puerto Vallarta. And they'll be in the new catalog in January, but you can get it early. But the designer series paper will not be available then. It's just the stamps and dies. And my voice is getting froggy. Oh my gosh, I hate that. Okay, so we're going to grab the 3 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to glue it right inside here. So grab my glue. I know it's here because I just put the lid on it. Oh, it fell on my drawer. Okay. So we had an amazing time. We drove down. I met a friend that I've gotten to know through Stampin' Up. And Angel, one of my team members at Angel's house in Augusta, which is outside Wichita. And then we drove to Arlington. We got to meet another team member in Oklahoma City and have lunch with her on our way down. And that was really fun. And then spent time, we stayed in an Airbnb with 9 of us. And yeah, that sounds a little overwhelming, but it was wonderful. I just realized I forgot to cut one piece. Deciding what color I want. I guess we'll go with gray. Well, maybe not. We'll just do white, I guess, because that's what I have here. I was just watching a video online today and they were saying, well, you have to be real. And boy, howdy, I seem to master that. And when you make a mistake, just go with it. So that's what we're doing here. I am going to do a white strip. It is 3/4 of an inch by 5. I wonder where the Post-it note was. Misplaced that too, because I was going to say that's what helped me think I had everything. All right, so I'm going to take that piece and lay it on here, and I'm going to stamp some little pink flowers. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see, I guess I put them away last night. Boy, I thought everything was laying right here. Oh, there it is. Since I quit my video and went downstairs to watch TV with Kent. All right, so I'm just randomly stamping some flowers on this strip. You could also leave it solid. You could put a strip of colored DSP, or you could do just regular cardstock. Nice thing about the polymer, so I can try to line it back up. Woohoo, not too bad. All right, so there's that strip. Okay. So on Friday last week, we did a shoebox swap with all, and actually some of my other team members came over, so there were 11 of us. And we did a shoebox swap. And a shoebox swap means you design a card for everybody else to make, and you put all the supplies in a, you got it, shoebox. And then we just took turns passing around the shoebox and making everybody's card. And it was really fun. We did a Christmas theme, and amazingly enough, I think there was only 1 or 2 people that had actually just used the same stamp set. And other than that, everything was very different. So that was really fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 layers together. I started out, I was going to use this side of the paper, but I decided it was just a little too dark for what I was looking for, so I flipped it over. All right. So the seasonal sale started today. It's kind of Stampin' Up's answer to Black Friday, and they have stamp sets at, I think they're 10% off. Trying to remember. Some items are 10% off, some are 15%, and the dies are 20% off. So if you've had some dies you've been looking at, you've been holding off on buying them, now is the time to do it. And the sale goes through Friday, but it's kind of a supplies, while supplies last. Because of the global economy, I'm sure they will shut it off if they get way too many sold, because then they'd have to wait to get them to you. So if there's something on there you really want, don't wait. Email me today or use this host code. If it's under 150, if you would use that, that helps me out. And I know I put my order in today, and I put my club, they all sent their orders, and the club got their orders in today. And we were all able to get everything we wanted, so that was good. So that's going on. Friday is my technique and funful class. It is full at 4 o'clock, but I do have a 7 o'clock class, and I've still got some openings. So if you want to attend that, let me know. Here in a minute, I'll show you the cards. All right, clean off my flour. And I pulled a stamp set from the pumpkin set I've been using a lot that says, "You are such a blessing." I'm going to put that on the inside of the card. There we go. All right. I don't have my grid paper here. It's always worried I'm going to stamp crooked. And I did just a little bit. We'll try one more time here. Take the better of the two. Much better on that one. Okay. So we had an amazing time. It got to be, I think there were about 500, just over 500 had signed up for it. There were a few empty seats, so I think it was a little under 500, but it was so fun to be together. It was interesting because the gals that I met 2 other team leaders with their teams, and their team members were like, "We got to figure out how to stay active. This is so fun. We don't want to miss out on it." So it was fun to see their excitement and watch them experience on stage for the first time. It was really fun. Okay, so I just took a little strip. It's a 1/2 inch by 3, and put that on there just for a little more decoration. And that is all my stamping. Okay, so here's our base again. Remember, we've got scored at 7.5, 6.5, and then 3 1/4. This is going to be glued on the inside here. Now, if you really wanted a lot of places to write, or if you want to decorate a lot, see, mine's just a tad long here. You could also put a piece of paper up in the second section up here. Right up here, which it would be the same size as this and this, but I'm going to leave it just like that. Okay, now this piece is going to go from the back to the front, right over the top, and I'm going to put it about a 1/2 inch from this left side. Now, if you're somebody that's real OCD and you can't handle that, feel free to put it in the middle. But I've done the middle before, and I just thought this was kind of fun to have it on the side. I'm going to glue the front down first. And then I'm going to stand it up to make sure it's even. Then flip it over, and we're going to fold it down again. Here. Last night I used tear tape, but then I had trouble. I didn't have any wiggle room. So I'm going to try the glue today. So there's your base. Isn't that pretty? Now I could, and maybe I should have colored in these flowers because these are all filled in. So I might go back with my colored pencil and color those in, because I do have Flirty Flamingo, and I'm pretty sure a Melon Wombat too. Yep. So I'm going to just color these in a little bit. Not the best thing to do after you've already glued it all down, but it will work. If you want to make it look like it's painted, remember you want to grab your blender pen, and I'll show you what that does. It just makes it look, I think, really professional. All right. I've got a little bit of flour over here. So Friday is my technique class. Like I said, the 4 o'clock is full, but the 7 o'clock still has space. We are going to make a fun fold that holds a gift card, which would be great for people that are looking for a design for Christmas. What I'm using is that the paper is actually for like Thanksgiving fall, but you'll have the idea that then you could take it home and do Christmas. All right, so the blender pen, and then what you want to do is you rub it until it's clear, and then you can use it with any color that you want. See how that pulls and ties it in better than leaving them open. I like that a lot better. All right, and then we're going to glue the saying down. So what I told the gals last night was that at the end, they were going to have the opportunity to maybe get a card in the mail from me. And I signed off and didn't do it. So then I had to do another quick little thing. So let me show you what they saw last night. So here's number one. This is the Hues of Happiness. This designer series paper is on sale. So if you like this paper, and I don't know why someone wouldn't just love this paper, it's on sale. So that's number one. See if I can get them to, well, we might have to do this. When I did my little video, I used my camera and these were all standing up, so I didn't have the camera up above me. But okay, there's one. This one's a fall type card. It's 2. And so lucky to call you a friend. You are such a blessing. And I bet those of you that know me are going to know why I back that. We'll see if anybody comments before I sign off here. That's number 2. Oops, I better slide these over. And this one is number 3. Now this uses the paper that goes with that stamp set that's only available in November. And it's only while supplies last. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then you are such a blessing. So on this one, because the pink was light enough, I did pink paper in here. And that's number 3. So underneath the video here, please tell me which one you like better. 1, 2, or 3. And someone will get 1 in the mail, someone will get 2, and someone will get 3. And now someone's going to get number 4 with the pinks. So I'll lay it here. And I need to put a number 4 by it, don't I? Well, I don't have a big piece of paper, but. So I have my class this week. Next week's Thanksgiving. And then the next Tuesday, I'm going to do my Christmas card buffet. Been a little tricky with being out of town so much, getting classes in this month. But if you have not gotten my email with the information on the sale and my classes, make sure you reach out to me. You can just put your information here, send me a message on Facebook or YouTube, or send me a text message, and we'll get you on my email list. So you make sure you get all the information. So down below the video, make sure you tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4, which card is your favorite. I will see you next Monday at 8 o'clock. Well, this is YouTube, so you'll be a little bit after that. Have a fabulous